Good, welcome back to the channel, and we are continuing our second part of the Tom Baker years, and we've come up to our next story, the Underworld. Now, the TARDIS landed on this ship. They was looking for this world, and they thought the Doctor and his people was against them. So the captain was Jackson and his crew, and they was looking for the home planet, and they found this planet what was controlled by some aliens. You can see Jackson and he's with one of the people and one of the aliens and that, and they destroyed it, and the Doctor helped them to take people off this planet and escape. Now, this ran from 7th January to 28th of January 1978. So for our next one, hold on, yeah. Hold on, bear with me. We come to the very last one of the Laura. If I, let's see the dates. Yes, we are. This is the very last one of the invasion of time, and the Doctor did a deal with some people, and he came back to Gallifrey, and he wanted to be the Emperor of the Time Lords, and he wanted to find these aliens, what he'd done a deal, and find out who they was. So he defeated them, but at the end of that, because the power and the transbat thing had fell down, we end up with the these people coming back, and they're after the Doctor, but the Doctor pretends that he's the Lord Chancellor, High Lord and that of Gallifrey. So they have to make a weapon to destroy them and get rid of them and build everything back on Gallifrey. And this was the last one with Lara, as you could see, and she stayed to be with this chap. So, and at the same time, the Doctor left K9 with her. So, this was the end of his troubles with her, and left him on TARDIS. Now, that was the end of this season. Now, for the next season, it was all set around the Key of Time. Now, this Lord of the White Guardian wanted the Doctor to help to get the Keys of Time, and at the same time, the Black Guardian was doing on the same mission, and he was sending someone out. So this was the first part, and he had a new companion called Romana, and she was another Time Lord and that, and she was helping him to find the Key of Time, because they had like a wand that they had to put in the TARDIS to find the next key. So they found the first key after a few ups and downs. So that was the start of the next season and the Key of Time. Now, this is the second part for the Key of Time, and it's the pilot planet. What was happening that this person with the one eye patch was being controlled by this woman who is sort of going onto planets and sucking the planet dry and taking all the crystals and the power and rebuilding her power. So the Doctor had to destroy her and the captain, the pirate captain, to save everybody on the planet and to find the key. The second key to the key of time. So we continue with the key of time, and we come up with the story of the Stone of Blood. And this was set, they went back to Earth, but they found there was a ship invisible above Earth. And this woman, who is like an evil woman, and that was pretending to be someone else in the 20th century. And the Doctor went on the ship, broke into one of their prisons, let out the interrogators, and they put him on trial. But in the end, he fought them and got the right person imprisoned and found the next key. This was the third story to the Key of Time, and we had K9 in it. So, continuing with the Key of Time, we come to our fourth episode, the androids of Tarbus, or that. What was this about? An evil man wanted to take over the power and control everybody, take over the kingdom, and he was using it with robots and taking prisoner of the king, the real king, and the princess, who looked the same as Romana, and the Doctor defeated him, and this ran from the 25th of November to the 16th of December 1978. So that's the next one. And for our fifth one, we are the power of the Chronoi, and that creature, and he turned out to be part of the Key of Time, and the people on this planet was all the but they was given guns to fight the people on the oil wheel, and the Doctor sort of defeated them and helped them to destroy the Krynon, or what, the swamp people. And this ran from the 23rd of December 78 to the 13th of January 1979. So for our next endeavour to do with the Key of Time, this is the very final one, and it was the 6th part, and it was the Armageddon Factor. Now, what this was this one race was fighting another race, but they never saw them. And we met the Black Guardians person who was hell trying to find the Key of Time, and the Doctor had to destroy everything and put the Key of Time sort of together to freeze everything, and it ended up as the princess as part of the Key of Time. And this was the very last part of the Key of Time when they brought all the Key of Time. So what the Doctor did in the end of the Key of Time, he destroyed all the Key of Time, and all the keys, went back to its different parts of the universe. And this was the end of the season, and the end of this season of the Key of Time. So for our next one, we have the Daleks, the destiny of the Daleks. So this was two races in a war, the Daleks and can't think of the other race. They was two lots of robots, and this is where Romana regenerates into the princess, because she is a Time Lord, and they have to fight the Daleks, and because they was looking for Davros, and they found him, but in the end, the prisoners, escaped and used the other set of aliens to put Davros into the ship and freeze him and take him to prison. This ran from 1st of September to the 22nd of September 1979. Now for our next one, the City of Death. Now the Doctor lands in Paris, and as you can see, the creature, because what happened back in time, he was going to take off from Earth, but his ship exploded and splintered itself into different factions in time, and is one part of time, as you can see, on the back he looked the same, and he was trying to get himself back to his where he had his accident, and he was using like the Mona Lisa, because he stole the Mona Lisa and he had Van Gogh painted 7 more so he could sell them, and it was like hundreds of million years back in the future, the past, and in the end they knocked him out. He went back in the time, and one of his cronies shot him and destroyed, and that's where he ended up being killed, as you can see the time thing. So that's the end of that one. So for our next adventure is the Creature of the Pit. So the Doctor landed on this planet with Romana and K9, and this big creature was sent to this pit by Lady, I can't think of her name, and she had like a thing what control, and he could speak. So the creature wanted to be friends, but this woman kept him as a prisoner, and as you can see on the back of the creature, you can actually see part of the creature on there and the evil mistress. And next we have the Nightmare of Eden. The Doctor lands on this spaceship, and on the spaceship there's a drug being distributed around and making everybody do lolly, and there is like a crystal thing what goes into the different parts of the world, and as you can see these creatures come out of it, and with K9 and Romana, they had to sort of destroy it and find the baddies and that. So that's the end of that. This was from 24th of November to the 15th of December 1979. Now this next one, with this was partly made, but because there was a strike it was never finished. But in the end what they did with this, they got the original film clips what they had for the story, and they made the cartoon part for it, and because there was a strike they couldn't finish off this adventure, and part of this story was used in the 5 Doctors, and that's another story. But this is the adventure what never was shown on TV with Tom Baker and Romana. So next we are up to the horns of Narma, where they land on a ship, what are taking people back as souvenirs for this Narma or what it is. And as you can see him on the back, because it was a creature taking over the planet and that, and destroying it, and then moving over to another planet. So the Doctor helped to destroy him, and there on the back you can see the back of him. So from our next one, this was from 21st of December 1979 to the 12th of January 1980. So for our next one is the Hive, the Leisure Hive. And this was set on a planet where there was a hive and that, and they did entertainment and that, and as you can see, one set of creatures. There is two sets of the same creatures. There is a good part and bad part, and as you can see in the back, the Doctor aged because he tried to do one thing and he turned into old and that, and he helped to sort out the problem and regenerate because originally they landed on Brighton Beach, and K9 went into the water and he sort of electrocuted himself because they needed a holiday from the Black Garden and that. So for our next one, Marco. This is set on a planet, and as you can see, the lady in there, if you can remember your early Doctor Who, Barbara, she is the lady who played Barbara in the original Doctor Who, but she was playing a different character in this one. And this was a creature, as you can see, he takes over the Doctor and he puts the Doctor and Romana into a time loop, and they had to work out a way to break the time loop and then land on the planet to help them to destroy everything and get this human, because this human was taken prisoner by this plant thing, and he succeeded to do that and destroy them. Now next, what happened, excuse me, as I try and, now the Doctor ends up going into E-space. That is another universe, and this is called Full Circle, because what happens, they are on this planet and they're regenerating, and the mutants are them regenerating, and they keep pretending to repair the spaceship, and in the end they leave, as you can see, and Adred come and he sneaks onto the TARDIS and goes off with the Doctor and Romana. So for our next one, it's the State of Destiny. Now they land on this planet in E-space, and where it's ruled by vampires, and they was helping to feed the king vampire what was connected with a war in ordinary space and vanished, and he ended up in E-space. So the ship, how they destroyed it, the Doctor got the ship to fly up, and as you can see the ship on there, go into the evil monster and killed him like a spear. You can see, and because there is bats. So for the next one, this is the end. This is where the gate, the Warrior's Gate, and this is where the Doctor actually finds a way out of space, and these other people are trying to do the same thing, and the Doctor helps the creature of the leader of the warrior, the gate guardian, and at the same time, Romana stays there with K9 to help them, build, transport, and move about in their E-space. And the Doctor gets back into end space with Adric. So we're coming up to near enough the end of his season, and this is the Keeper of Tarkin. Now the Keeper gets in contact with the Doctor for help, because this planet was a planet where there was no evil. But by the way, the Master landed, and he was pretending to be a statue, and he took over one of the people who was looking after the statue, and he destroyed the Keeper, and he took over the Keeper thing, as you could see. And at the end of this, the Doctor leaves, and the Master takes over the father, I can't think of his name, and turns into him. So we come to our very last one of the Tom Baker era, and this is Logothus. Now the Doctor lands on Earth, and he finds an old-fashioned police telephone box, because he wanted to measure it to go to Logothus and to get the TARDIS repaired, because it changed into different things. But at the same time, the Master has turned up in his evil ways, and this introduces us with our two new companions. Adric and the Doctor are taking go to Logothus, and Australian Aerosis gets into the TARDIS and gets taken away, and we end up meeting I don't think her name is I can't see her name, but she was in this one, and she ended up going, and the thinker, this white man who ends up regenerating the Doctor, because he falls out, and he regenerates, and the Master gets away. But that's another story, and this is the end. This was from February 28th of 1981 to the 21st of March 1981, and this is where we say goodbye to Tom Baker, and the end of the Tom Baker years and this season. And I bid you farewell from this second part of our story of Tom Baker, and to wait for our next one, for our next Doctor, and I bid you a farewell.